demands segregation. Cultural segregation from all the heathen countries, all the heathen nations, all these ridiculous and detestable ideologies. Because ain't none of that in agreement with the Lord. Read.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3.
Start off with verse 1. Let's gain some kind of ground on the audience that we're addressing here.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
O children of who?
O children of Israel.
O children of the 13 colonies.
O children of Israel.
O children of Hands Across America.
O children of Israel.
O children of showering on the cowpits.
O children of Israel.
O children of eating rat, cats, and dogs.
O children of Israel.
O children of Israel. That's a very significant group of people. A very separate group of people that's been abandoned by everybody else. No matter how much we try to get along with you, no matter how accommodating we are to your sensitive needs, you always leave us in the dust. You always turn your back on us when we need help, but you won't give us food stamps, won't you? You won't give us Catholicism, won't you? You will give us the English language and paved roads, because that's what they need in the ghettos. That's exactly what, to battle poverty and homelessness and drug addiction, domestic abuse. We need another goddamn Christian church. That's separate from the other Christian church. That's in league and competition with the Catholic Church. That opposes the Muslim mosque. That opposes the Jewish synagogue. That's what the ghetto needs. Another establishment to distract you from your own problems, to focus on theirs. Because after they get done singing and talking a good rhyme scheme, they're gonna pass that collection plate out for that roof that's brand new. Getting ready for the next 10, 20 years of bleeding you dry. Since the blood matters, of bleeding you dry. Read.
Against the whole family, which they brought up from the land of Egypt.
So against the Israelites, the children of Israel, against all the families that were brought up out of Israel, or out of Egypt. So out of that captivity, when we were going into the wilderness, we were already separated from our culture, trying to grasp who we are as a people, what we're supposed to follow as a people, trying to find our identity. Against those families that were brought up out of Egypt, there was only a select few that was actually brought into the kingdom of Israel to establish our kingdom on earth. Because every other nation got their kingdom going on. They're doing good. Don't cry for China because they got overpopulated. There's a lot of land in China. Don't let that fool you. There's a whole lot of real estate. And don't let the East Indians billion cow population. Don't let that bring the waterworks out of your eyes either. They're doing good. Their people just don't care about their own people. That's what we see going on in America, in Europe, in Africa, in Asia, in East India, all over the earth. You got the ruling class not caring about their own people. That's why those pathetic bastards like Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, Martin Luther King were disgusting and traitors to their own, leading their people into a burning house. That's not what we asked for as a people. We wanted our own diners, our own shops. We wanted our own hardware stores and libraries and schools and medical facilities so that we can meet the needs of our people. Because when we went to our oppressors, they turned us away. They said, no, we ain't gonna help you pull out some black and Hispanic teeth. We're only gonna serve white teeth. Go to a black and Hispanic dentist. And then they chopped down all of our schools where we would have learned dentistry. Read.
Say, verse 2, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Damn John 3:16, man. Damn John 3:16, for God so loved the world. The Lord just said he only knew Israel of all the families of the earth. What are the families of the earth? All of your different family groups, your East Indians, your Africans, your Caucasians, your Asians, your Polynesians. Those are the different families of the earth. The God of this Bible, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, only knew Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Only our families was he concerned about. He won't worry about the plight of the Democrats or Republicans. He don't care about Elon Musk trying to go into outer space or the Neuralink. He doesn't care about social media. He doesn't care about inclusivity. He doesn't care about being politically correct too, or gender being just a social construct. God made us man and woman. That's binary. That's 1 and a 0. Read.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
That's why we get hit so hard in our neighborhoods, for following after our oppressor, for following after the ideology of everybody just love everybody when everybody hates you. That's where that gets us. That digs us into an emotional debt. That digs us into black and Hispanic guilt for wanting something of our own, but now we have to love everybody else's way of life. You gotta love that Thanksgiving dinner, even though they murdered millions of your people to sit at that table and create a lie that they teach your kids, that you facilitate. How much money do we give Walmart last year for Thanksgiving? Between October and Valentine's Day,
school.
How much money did they make off of us? And how many of us lost their jobs, got kicked out of our house?
Marai said
One was too many, 1,000 was never enough for this kingdom. Read what you got.
Some type of orders you can't give out.
Verse 3, can two walk together except they be agreed?
That's why you got the friction between the Republicans and Democrats, right? Because they're not walking together. Here's a hint. They're the same team. They're the same damn team. Just like the Crips and Bloods. They're the same team. They're the same people, just wearing different colors. Democrats and Republicans, that tradition goes way back to Rome, to the Greco-Roman Empire. They're not that different. They've got the same political views, just one's pro-life, one's pro-choice. And if that's the biggest difference that's going to drive a wedge into them economically and socially, you got bigger concerns on your plate. I would hope that you recognize it. How can two walk together unless they be agreed? That's us and everybody else. The Bible is not agreeing with Christianity. The Bible has nothing to do with Christianity or Catholicism. Abraham did not birth Judaism or Islam or Christianity. The Bible, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is not in league with you, even though you think that you follow Jesus. This bastard right here on the floor, as you're walking by, feel free to wipe your feet. We got that right here. Feel free to wipe your feet. Because God is not in agreement with same-sex marriages or union. God is not in agreement with eat anything that your heart desires. Celebrate all these wicked customs that everybody else is going to make rich off of. And Israel is not in agreement with Esau. The Israelites are not in agreement with the Edomites, or with the Hamites, or with the Elamites. But they want us to walk together with them. The only people that's been robbed of their identity. Arabs know that they come from Ishmael. East Indians, they know that they're Shemitic. Those fake Jews think that they can all be the only ones that are Shemitic. So now any whisper in their direction is anti-Semitism. God is not with them either. God is not walking in league with them either. He's not pro-Palestine and he ain't pro-Israel. He don't give a damn about Hitler and he don't give a damn about Anne Frank. Read that from the top, just again so we can see what we're talking about here.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which have brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
He said love everybody.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Of just one or two different people that he just didn't like at the time because he was mad about something.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Of all the different families of the earth, we're one family of the earth. We're one family. You got a whole bunch of different sects of Caucasians. You got Spaniards, you got your Dutch, you got your Portuguese, you got your English, your British, your French, your Norwegians. I guess the Anunnaki or the Swedish, I don't know. It gets weird after a little while. But those are different families of one family group. How many different African nations are there? What do they got, like 50, 52 some odd countries in Africa? All with a different language, different belief system, different practices, different customs. But they're all Hamites at the end of the day. You got a lot of different Arab nations. Saudi Arabians, Palestinians, Afghanistanians, I don't know what to call them anymore. But that's one family group too. Of all these different families of the earth, he only knew us as a people. The nation of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. These are the only people that he's been dealing with. So we get Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. And it should draw your attention. This deserves your respect. This deserves your attention span for more than a 30-second TikTok video. This deserves your allegiance. Because at the end of the day, when we separate from all these, no, actually, give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Let's get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Let's see what God really feels about the nation of Israel and all the other people on earth. Since you want to end up at the end of the day, since you want to pray, teach about John 3:16, let's hear how this story starts.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
The nation of Israel, we are an holy people. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Unto the Lord our God. He's not the same God as the Arabs. He's not, there's no Chinese Jesus Christ. They gave us the Caucasian Jesus Christ. That was a lie too. There's only one from the tribe of Judah, the nation of Israel, the kingdom of Israel. There's only one leader for us. He's our king and he's not God. But you get that from Christianity. Read.
God, the Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
He drew us out of a hat, randomly.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
He played a game of bingo and we were the consolation prize.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
He played a game of spin the tail on the donkey and this is where we ended up.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
The God of the Bible, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that everybody thinks they got some hand in, had chosen thee, a specific group of people,
to be a special people.
To be a special people. If you know what the word holy meant, you would know that that meant special. That meant separate. We are a holy people, chosen by God to be a special people
unto himself, above all people.
No. Inclusive of all people.
Above all people.
The Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob just said that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians were chosen
above all people.
It's in the Bible that we were chosen above all people. And that's worth something. That should mean something to you. Since we got abandoned and stabbed in the back by everybody else. And then we learned those same customs and traditions and we exacted that on each other. We started treating each other like animals. Believe it or not, there was a time we didn't treat each other like scum. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, believe it or not, there was a time when we had each other's back against a common enemy. Can anybody just take a wild guess who that common enemy of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians were on American soil? Anybody? No? Let me give you a hint. He's lying on the ground right now. That was the common enemy of God's chosen people. And he was disguised to look like a sheep. He was disguised to look so soft and chosen above all people. That's beautiful. There's something special about that. Read.
God, that are upon the face of the earth. Verse 7.